Arabic literature was at its peak when the Quran came and challenged the Arabs to produce at least one surah or chapter similar to any of the chapters of the Quran, the smallest one being just 3 verses long. The logic behind the challenge was this: Muhammad was untrained in literature, so he couldn't have been the author of a literary masterpiece like the Quran. So it must have been from God as it claims to be. But if you think otherwise, then you and your experts must be able to produce something similar to the Quran. Yet, established history tells us that the Arabs failed to meet this challenge. People like Abu Bakr, Umar, and several other accomplished masters of Arabic literature listened to the Quran, understood that it was not the composition of Muhammad, and accepted Muhammad's prophethood on spot. Even some of the staunchest critics who knew Arabic literature well understood that the Quran was neither prose nor poetry. That is, it was none of the 2 types of known forms of Arabic literature. It was an altogether novel form of literature, unheard of before. So the Arabs realized that Muhammad was not the author of the Quran. Its source was beyond human, as it's impossible for an untrained man who had no interest or talent in literature to produce a new form of it and then compose an entire book in that literary novel form. Just as it's impossible for Plato or Aristotle to have produced their groundbreaking philosophical works without any training in philosophy.